Okay, test test. Make sure sound's working. Okay, test test, test test. Okay, looks like I can feed back on myself. Make sure sound's working. Looks like I can feed back on myself. Okay, just make sure everything's up and running as correct. Remember my goddamn hotkeys. Okay, just make sure everything's up and running as correct. Remember my. Okay, it looks like I've got those running fine. Oh god, this is what happens when you stop for a while. Hello, people joining the stream. Welcome, welcome. Just a wee moment while I'm just sorting out some quick technical issues. Okay, so it's all that for my transition. That is fine. Minimize that. Hey, Wolf. And oh wait, what's this? Hold on. There we go. Ah, yes. And Ian. Hey guys, thank you for joining us. We should have some music kicking. 'Tis I, Wolfie. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed it is. So, bop. I should have changed over the thing. It's been a little while since I've streamed, so I've actually forgotten all my hotkeys and controls. So we'll just wait for that to kick over. There we go. So yes, today we're going to be very honorable. We're going to do some Shogun 2. So, Shogun 2 is not the newest Total War game, but it's the one I enjoy the most. One, because it's actually really, really good. Really, really tight controls. And also, it's a really cool period of history. It is the Sengoku Jidai, which is basically when Japan turned into Lord of the Rings. Oh god. Well, no worries, Wolf. Hopefully I can be entertaining enough to keep you here. But, you know, if you just want to sit in the background, pop your head in every now and then, that is absolutely fine. So, we're going to be doing some Shogun 2. We're going to start a fresh campaign. We're going to be playing... I'm not the best at these games. I'm just going to play at normal difficulty. We're going to do a short campaign. And what we're going to do is... I'm thinking we're going to play as the Shimazu. So, the Shimazu clan basically starts off down here. So they've got a really nice starting location, very defensive. And they're possibly the most vanilla faction in the game. No worries, Wolf. So basically, there's no special mechanics or things we really need to worry about. It's like sort of the best example of what a basic army looks like. So the thing in Shogun 2 is all the factions are very, very similar compared to other Total War games because they're all Japanese. But each faction has their own little bonuses here. So if we look at the Chosokabe, they've got the bonuses, the Masters of the Land. So they've got reduced equipment and upkeep for all bow infantry, so they've got really cheap archers. They've got increased income from farms, so they get more money from building lots of farms and things. They don't need to rely on trade quite as much. And then you've got, can recruit superior bow infantry, so they're the best archers in the game. The Shimazu are the Masters of Integrity, so their bonuses is they get bonus loyalty for all generals, which means your commanders won't turn around and backstab you, which is always appreciated. But they get lots of bonuses for katana troops, so swordsmen. Reduced upkeep and cost, can recruit superior katana heroes, recruit superior katana samurai. So these guys are sort of the most well-rounded, like they don't have as many unique units, so I think these are the ideal guys to go with. So, start game. Now, for this stream, what I've done is I've actually turned off the chat window that we have here. And the reason for that is basically there's a lot of stuff that can cover up and will cause issues on the actual stream. Like, it will cover up a lot of stuff. So we're leaving that off for now. So, here we go.
1545. This is Sengoku Jidai, the age of the country at war.
Hey, Skush, welcome. Much war.
For 200 500 years, the Ashikaga shoguns have ruled from Kyoto. Great splendor and power were theirs. Now the overmighty clans no longer obey. The time has come for a new warlord to become shogun.
Pretty good.
But who will be victorious?
Yeah, it's nice to sort of get live and do it again. I mean, I only can stream sort of infrequently, but yeah, it's good to have sort of people back in and watching. I know we've got some other people who are a bit busy. They'll be joining us a bit later, so I'm probably going to go for a couple of hours or so.
We trace a line back to the first shogun Yoritomo. Loyalty runs deep in the Shimazu. It is in our blood, our traditions. And in battle, our swordsmen are the envy of Japan. No blade is swifter or more feared than ours.
So this is sort of the advantage that our guys get. So because we're playing the Shimazu, our katana samurai are cheaper and better than everyone else's. So we're going to be playing very aggressive. We're essentially going to try and go for a bit of a rush strategy for the stream, get as many fights as we can. Idea being, it will mean lots of battles for you guys to watch, which will be pretty cool. And to be honest, I'm going to hit people with swords. It's going to be awesome. Here we go.
This is an auspicious time for our clan. Not only have we established our
So this is our advisor guy. I will skip past most of what he has to say.
But fate has brought us into contact with a trade ship from the far west.
Yeah. I'll sort of explain things as we go along a bit. He's just giving us some exposition. So actually, you know what? We're going to get started. So, mission issued, establishing a foothold. As Satsuma is firmly under Shimazu control, we can now afford to extend our domain further. Ozumi province to the east is an apt target. It is poorly defended and belongs to our old enemies, the Ito clan. Capturing it will bring them to heel and help secure our position in southern Kyushu. Capture the following provinces, Osumi. And if we complete that, we get a 4-turn bonus, which will give us faster recruitment. So,
if our daimyo is to become shogun, military ruler of
here's our other little assistant.
We must defeat the current shogunate, the Ashikaga clan.
Okay, so
capturing and holding the capital of Kyoto for 4 seasons.
You know, just stop you for now. Okay, she's just talking about the victory conditions. I'll explain those as we go. So basically, this is the campaign map, and one of the things that's really cool about the Shogun campaign map is anywhere you haven't seen has got this wonderful sort of artwork style on it, where it looks like it's been drawn sort of calligraphy ink, which is really, really cool. And as you reveal the map, it then turns to this more realistic kind of style. So what we're going to be doing is, right, so over here, here's our capital. First thing we're going to do is we're going to start upgrading to Stronghold, first thing, and start upgrading our farms. Do you have your audio coming through your desktop speakers? No, I don't. It is actually coming through my headphones. So I don't know why that'd be coming through quiet. It's actually coming through the actual system. To be honest, I wouldn't worry too much about the talking. It might be, it's probably because, hold on. Let me fiddle this. It'll probably freeze on your screen for a second while I jump out here. Desktop audio is not too far down. I'll bring it up slightly. Just bring up the mixer here. Desktop audio. Bring up a little bit. Okay, and put it back in here, and there we go. As I said, the talking is more stuff for me to know rather than you guys. For the most part, if there's anything sort of relevant or interesting, I'll let it play through. Hence why I let it play through the opening things. So what we're going to do is so our mission is to take this province here, which is Osumi. Now we're going to be a bit aggressive here. So you can see here, there's the Shimazu Katana Samurai. We can't recruit any of them right now because we've spent our money upgrading our province straight away. But we've got an army here. Hit the army button. So our starting army here, we have our general, who is this chap here. Taganeshima Tokomata. And he's with a unit of Yari Samurai, 2 units of Yari Ashigaru, which are... Ashigaru are peasants as opposed to samurai. And then we've got 1 unit of Bow Ashigaru. We don't have any units of Katana Samurai to start with, which is a little sad. But as you can see here, we've actually got bonuses for them. But we're going to start off our first battle. So let's just quickly scout out here. So there's our first objective. That's Asumi. And there is an enemy army. So we're going to be clever here. We're going to lay siege, but rather than try to pick a fight and fight them like this, we're actually going to just continue the siege and get them to come attack us. And then we're going to take our other commander, who is here, and we're going to put him just about here. Now, you can see here there's a little yellow arrow that gently pops up just there. You're not being a pain, hardly. What they'll mean is if this army takes part in a battle... yes. It's fighting. I know exactly how I'm fighting. But what I'm doing is setting this up here. So you can see this little arrow. It's hard to make out. But basically, if this army gets attacked by these guys, this guy will turn up his reinforcements to help out. So, have we got anything else we want to build quickly? We don't only have 450 gold. I think that's everything. We can't upgrade anything else. So it'll take us 3 turns for the castle, 3 turns for that. So, end the turn. And these guys should come and pick a fight with us. Oh, no, okay. Oh, right, so mission issued... okay. So they're not coming to fight us. That's interesting. Well, it's only 2 turns that this place gives up, so that is fine. So, down here. This is the tech tree, and this is how you research and unlock new stuff. There's 2 trees. You've got the Way of Bushido, and this is for unlocking new military units and military upgrades. So, for example, you've got this one here, Heaven and Earth. Gives you more ammunition for bows, your guys recover faster, and lets you build encampments, which are really good. You've got Way of the Sword, which lets you get some Nodachi Samurai. Then over here, Wave Chi, this is like... think of this like farming and culture stuff. So you can get Todofuken, which is sort of philosophy. It lets you make your armies move around better. You get to build better roads. You get to build rice exchanges. Equal Fields lets you do terrace farming. Chonenido, pronunciation is horrible, but that's more trade materials. You come down here, Way of the Spirits lets you get monasteries. So it's all very, very themed, which makes things really, really interesting. But what we're going to do is we're going to stick here. We're going to research Bushido, and then we're going to go for the strategy of attack and the Way of the Sword, because these are our guys. But what we might do is jump over to here to get this little tree, because this is how you get food, which then feeds your people. So that's going on just fine. So actually, I'm just going to have him join that army now. And we're going to continue the siege, because we want them to attack us. I've got a reason for that. Now, up here, there's another clan. This is the Higo. Or this is the city of Higo, which is the Sagara clan. We're at peace with them right now. We will probably be picking a fight with these guys at some point, because our objective is we want to control this entire island, which means we'll get access to these. Now, these are trade points with Westerners. So it'll be, you can trade with like the Portuguese, or I think this one actually might be the Indonesians. So the one here, Indonesian Sultanates, Ammonese warlords, Chinese Empire, Korean Kingdom, the Jurchen tribes, and right at the top here is the Ainu villages. So it's like, it allows you to bring in more resources if you can control them. So we'll want to build up a navy quite quickly. Let's go for our turn. Because again, we want them to attack us. Ooh, okay. Mistakes may have been made. Okay, so we're in a bit of an interesting situation. There's now 3 enemy armies coming after us to try and break the siege from us. So they've got 165 men being reinforced by 765. So we're going to have to play really aggressive here, because we're going to have to try and beat each army in sequence, or we're going to have a real hard fight. So let's do this. in retrospect, directly attacking the castle might be a better plan. And yes, still no chainswords. We'd have to play the Date to get chainswords. Get the equivalent chainswords. So let's look at the battlefield. Ugh, it's not great. Okay. So, here we go. Then we get our speech from our glorious commander. Speech! Which is in Japanese. It's kind of cool.
大いなる勲功の日になるぞ。敵の屍を踏み越えて進めば、今日の勝利は末永く語り継がれるであろう。
Woo! Murder! Okay, pretty short speech. So, we're going to have a bit of an interesting battle here because the battlefield's sort of dominated by this hill at the center, and then the enemy are over going to be coming from this forest direction. So I think what we need to do is be really aggressive. We take the hill, and then we fight the enemy from there. So, let's sort out our groupings. So we're going to group our Yari Shigaru together, so I can easily group them. We've got Yari Samurai. We're going to keep them separate, and we're going to keep the archers separate. We've got our cavalry. We're going to keep that as one big group. Right, pause immediately. So let's have a wee look here. So this is the Ito. Now over here we have a unit of samurai retainers. So these are basically katana samurai. And we've got a group of enemy archers. So if we're really fast and aggressive in taking the hill, I reckon we can take these guys out without too much hassle. So, Yari Samurai. Just going to quickly put these here while we're paused. The Ashigaru, pardon. The Samurai we're going to actually have and try to take on their Samurai, because they're better armored. Have our archers move to the center. And then I have our cavalry move over to the flank, double speed, because we want to see if we can get those archers quickly. So, unpause. We'll get things moving. So actually, no, we're going to bring the cavalry in just behind, because it looks like they'll overtake the rest of the army very quickly. Now, our samurai here actually have a special ability I'm tempted to use, which is basically like a double time. And oh, crap! Okay, so much for this plan. Right, looks like the enemy light cavalry are rushing. So this is going to get very interesting very quickly. Right, you guys, rapid advance. We're going to have to try to take this hill very quickly. Our bowmen start shooting at them. Oh, enemy cavalry's charged those guys, but those guys are spearmen, so we should actually be okay. I said, what we want to do is we want to get over here and take them on. Nope, they've charged our spearmen here. Getting spear wall. Ah, crap, looks like they caught our cavalry there. Before we can get their archers, that's a little annoying.
Our general is in grave danger, my lord.
This may go very poorly. Form a Yari wall. I'll need to break that cavalry unit quickly. Right. So our guys are holding out okay. This is very hectic, very quick. Come on, break. You know, we're going to break in, send some cavalry in the back of those guys. Okay, we broke him. We broke him. Right. Get into those archers. Get into those archers. Looks like their cavalry has caught our archers. This is not going well. But we are breaking one of their units here. Okay, you guys need reinforcements over here quickly. Excellent. Our cavalry's won their fight. Get over here. Put up a rally on our guys. Make sure they don't break. Now, the enemy are breaking, because our guys are actually holding out really, really well. Oh, excellent.
My lord, their general has fallen.
Oh, got the general. Holy crap. Okay, right, you guys, reform. You guys, reform. How are the cavalry doing? They're no longer to fight. You guys, reform here. Archers, reform here. Now this is all archers left, so we're going to hopefully get really lucky here. Get the cavalry together, and these guys should break the moment we hit them. I'm going to use these as a charge. And they've broke. And we win! Whew! Right, now we're just going to try and chase down everything we can. We're not going to end the battle, we're actually going to try and do the chase down here. Because the more these guys we get rid of, the easier taking the castle is going to be. How are these guys have their bonus? Yep, they've got their speed bonus complete. Is there anyone nearby else worth catching? Not really. Just going to let the cavalry have fun. So there we go. First battle. It was a little hectic. I didn't intend it to be that tricky. Oh, these guys are sneaking. There we go. So, yeah, I think we're pretty much good. This cavalry are successfully chasing down everyone they can. And we managed to sort of survive being completely surrounded and outflanked. So, what we'll do is we can actually speed the game up here, so we're going to put it up to fast forward. Because again, we're just going to try and get rid of as many guys as we can here. So, you guys go after them, so you can get them before they leave the battlefield. Turbo Podies. Yes, so there was a TV game show, which was basically this game. It was called Time Commanders, and it did actually use a few of the Total War games into battle. So the first series of Time Commanders used Rome Total War, the first one, and that one set classical period. So that would be Rome, Carthage, the Germanic tribes, the Gauls, Egyptians, Seleucids, Macedonians, Sparta, Athens. So that's much more traditional. You've also got Rome 2, which is the following up from that, and yeah, it was a very fun show. So you can see here, because we've won that battle, and we killed the garrison in that battle, we've actually taken the province. Now we're going to peacefully occupy, because that actually works out a bit better for us. Haha! Mission successful. So because we did that, we now get +1 recruitments across all provinces for 4 seasons, so 4 turns. So that helps out, and we've mastered Bushido, so next thing we're going to do is the strategy of attack, which will give all of our guys a charge bonus, which is awesome, and also lets us build firebomb throwers, which are not that good, if I'm to be honest. Oh, what's this? Trade endeavors. Okay. Okay, so we build a trading port, we get 1,000 gold. That's pretty sweet. Okay, so the enemy army has retreated. There's not much of them left. I'm actually kind of tempted to chase them down. Now, what have we got here? We've got some rice paddies. We've got a village port and our port here. And, okay. Right. Actually, apologies, folks. Bop. I'm going to have to go on a quick bio break. I will be back momentarily. Had a little bit too much iron brew. Just let me mute my comms. Back in a second. And back. Sorry about that. Yeah, apologies. But switch back to the game. Make sure everything's still working okay. Yes. Just wait for the game to come back up on the second screen before we continue. Yeah, sadly I just had a little bit too much Iron Brew before we started. So, let's see what's happening here. So, Great Clan destroyed. Already? The Tokugawa? Really? Bloody hell. Okay, so, the reason I'm saying bloody hell, right? So the Tokugawa are over here. So this is Mikawa province. This is where the Tokugawa are. The Tokugawa are actually the guys who ended up winning the 100 Years' War in history and ended up ruling all of Japan for 300 years. So, as you can see, the game's working a little differently, and they've been crushed. Probably by these guys here. Because they're probably by the Oda. So, yeah. Fun. Bring it back over to our territory. We won't have to deal with them for a long time. So, part of that mission, we need to build a trade port. So, coastal village. We need to upgrade that to a harbor first. Now, what's cool about our territory is we have access to a blacksmith. And what that means is that our troops built in this province here get bonuses. Now, we can improve that bonus by either turning it into a weaponsmith, which is increased attack strength, or turning it into an armor, which is increased armor. I'm going to leave that decision for now, and I'm going to focus on other things. Like in this province here, we can build a second building. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to build a stables. Or actually, do I? Do I want to build a stables? Could be something else worthwhile. Because the thing is, this territory up here, so the Higo territory, I think gets the improved horses, so it might be better building that up there when we take that territory. Or it could be Hyuga. I'll tell you what, let's play it safe for now, and we'll build something which I know is going to be useful, and that is... Actually, nothing really there is useful right now. I suppose there's a Yari drill yard, archery dojo. So let's get bow samurai. Yeah, tell you what, we'll set up an archery dojo here. So we'll use the Sumi for building our archers, because our guys don't really get better archers than anyone else, but I think that'll be good. When we get access to gunpowder, what we'll do is we'll switch that over to making for rifles and stuff. So, meanwhile, back in our home territory. Oh. Let's start replenishing our losses. So we're going to build a couple of units of katana samurai. And yeah, you know what? We're going to try and finish this army off over here. So army, we'll send out our general with unit spearmen, the Yari samurai, and a unit of archers. And we're going to finish these guys off. Ooh, they had help. But I think both these armies, yeah, both these armies are badly damaged, so we should be fine. If we get rid of these guys, they won't come back to kick us in the arse later, so I think that's a good plan. Okay, so... Ooh, this is interesting. Right, so the battlefield. We're in the yellow zone, they're in the red. Ah, thank you very much, Ursula. For anybody who wants to come through and watch me play Toy Soldiers, that is more than welcome to join me. So, let's see, weather conditions. Dry, yeah, we'll take dry conditions. Let's have our speech. You can tell he's the main character because he doesn't wear a helmet. Yeah. So does anyone in chat fancy making a death poem for our enemies? Bonus points if you come up with a haiku. Man with fancy helmets has no time for this shit. Mothers will frighten naughty children 100 years now with the name Shimazu because of what we do here. Yay for terrifying children. Okay, right. So, this is actually kind of an interesting battlefield. It's got two big hills, a huge forest, which will really mess up our archers, and then a ridiculously steep hill, sort of with a little canyon here. So, we know the enemy are going to be in two phases, so we need to be aggressive again, but I don't want to get involved in this forest because we've got cavalry and archers. So, what we'll do is we'll actually set up over here with our archers and cavalry on the far flank. And we're going to try and take this hill position. Because that will basically mean if they fight from the forest, we've got the hill. But admittedly, if we have to fight uphill, that could be a bit of a problem, but it's fine. Yeah, see, they've set up over there. So, we're going to send our guys up the hill, but we're going to make them walk. Just to save their energy. And we'll have the archers go to the top of the hill. Ah, see, there's the other enemy army. We'll have the archers run, because I think getting them to the top of the hill would be a good idea. And just to make sure we claim it quickly, we'll have the cavalry run up there as well. But we want to keep our melee infantry rested. Now, one thing we can do, which is kind of cool, is actually a slow motion command. So we want to get some sort of nice cinematic run-bys of our dudes. Very honourable. I actually think there's a control for cinematic camera as well. Tell you what, actually. Oof. I know there's some cool controls when it comes to the cameras. Battle. That's group formations and everything. That's universal, I think. No. This has got the, no, this has actually got a different, that's from, thingy. So, let's see, if I hit H, nope, not H, no, it's delete. Aha! Yeah, it's like a camera follow view, and I just realized I messed up the control there. So we can actually sort of have our camera follow them, which is kind of cool. So the good news is we've taken the hill before the enemy. So, let's see, that's... what's that? Yari Yoshigaru, that's spearman. And then the enemy army's over there. They're gonna try and join up. Hey Andy, welcome to the stream. Right. So, how are our archers doing? Are they knackered? They're winded. That's fine. Because what we want is them to get here. And we want to try and harass these guys as best we can. Now, Yari Samurai need to pick up the pace. So they're going to double time. And to have our peasant spearmen secure this side, because we do have the other enemy army over there. And we'll keep our general away from the enemy spearmen. So, like you see, here's our archers firing their improbably slow arrows over at the enemy. Yeah, a couple of kills, but we want to try and damage them as much as we can, because, right, we don't want them hitting our horsemen. Don't think we're going to catch them from the side. We're going to have to try and intercept them. You guys start skirmishing. Oh, the enemy are breaking a little bit. That's fine. Really? Ah, bloody downhill. Oh, they've stopped. Just want to keep the cavalry nearby, because if we can hit those guys... Right, you know what? Let's... If we hit them from behind with the horsemen, we might break them. And there we go. And I think, is that broke them? That's broke them. Okay, you guys finish them off. Now we reform on the hill.
General is in grave danger, my lord.
Ah, he's fine. He's having fun. Alright, we're going to give our guys a chance to rest. And then we've got to go pick a fight with these guys. Who are sitting on the hill. Now we know there's another unit. Generals are always hidden. Are always not hidden, pardon. But, much honor for our commander. Hey. That was a cool little zoom in there. Ah, actually, it looks like the enemy are now moving down the hill, so... Now you can see here our Bo Ashigaru turn off skirmish mode. Now I think that means they're knackered. Yeah, they're very tired, because they did the big sprints to get into position. So we're gonna secure our position. Is there a unit here? Oh yeah, some guys running away. That's fine. I'm gonna give our guys a chance to recover. Then we're gonna go pick a fight with this guy over here. So, actually, we're gonna group those guys to the padlock formation so we can just move them as a group. And we'll move our cavalry over there. And take your time, guys. We don't want you sprinting. Because they're on top of a hill. Let's see. Tired, encouraged general nearby. That's fine. So it's going to be a little bit dull for a few minutes while we... Actually, you know what? This is what the time lapse is for. Double speed. Actually, quadruple speed. We'll just have to be careful in case they start moving. They've started moving. Ooh, towards my general. Okay. AI is smart. AI decided, let's send spearmen after the general. Oh, it's enemy archers. Let's get our general. Ah, we lost the guy. Come on. So there's the enemy spearmen and there's the enemy archers. Let's have our archers shoot at their archers. And we're just going to swap the sides of these troops.
Our hidden units have been discovered, my lord.
Have they got their double time? Yes, they do. Okay, so we're going to use our speed boost trick to zip around the flank, while these guys go for them. See if that works. So we can get around the side of these guys, because they are in a sort of spearball formation. Oh, there we go. No, no, no. Down here, guys. Down here. Ah, fine. Gonna make me reform you before you charge. That's fine. There we go, we got them surrounded. And I think that's them. Nope, they haven't broken quite yet. Everything's right in. Ah, we've got a victory, but we're going to finish them off. So we send our cavalry off to take out the rest of those archers, if they've got the ability to move at all. Oh hey, we've got blood on the screen. Because of course we do. And there we go, this is just the end of the battle. Got our last guy here, and there he goes. Success! So there we go, we've started the campaign, we've got a couple of victories under our belt. We'll see if we can keep this going. I have no idea how engaging this is to watch, guys, so please feel free to let me know. There, decisive victory. We lost 16 men. And that's that army destroyed. And so is that army. Hey. Right, now we're going to bring our guys back to our territory because they're a bit beat up. Now, while your men are in your own ground, you can see these little pluses? That means they're healing up. So we're going to heal our guys up before we push on towards this territory here. And that's the end of our turn, so just get that through nice and quick. Okay, so winter. So the thing about winter in Shogun 2 is that if you've got an army in the field and it's not in your territory during winter, they actually lose guys due to the cold, due to starving, due to various things. So it's generally speaking, a bad idea to really move around in winter. You can also lose ships because there's storms, which is, you know, not great. Now see, our castle here is upgraded. It's now a bigger castle, and we now get access to some more upgrades and things, so we can build another thing here. So I think we should build... So let's... Let's get a Saki Den. So the Saki Den gets you more money in the province because everyone's having fun, but also lets you get ninja. I think it's a very good plan. Over here, no funds for reinforcements and things, so that's fine. Let's get our general. I'm going to bring him back to the home city. And I think that's turn. It's going to be quite fast turns at the start here. Just so we get everything going up and going.
Skilled swordsmen
Here we go.
with excellent morale. These warriors are the body and soul of any army.
Hey, so that's just got our first units of Katana Samurai. So, into our army, so there they are. Now you can see they've got the improved armor, improved melee bonuses for being built in this province. But we're going to move them over here, because they're going to join our main army, which is going to trot north. And we're going to, while we're here, we're going to recruit a couple of units of archers. Yeah, we'll just go with peasant archers. We can build the bow samurai, but it'll take 2 turns. How's the army looking? Actually, you know what? No, it's going to take us a couple of turns to actually get the army rolling, so let's just go straight to getting the bow samurai. It will cost us a little bit more, but I think that's worth it. And let's see. Anything else we want to recruit here? Nope, no more upgrades. End the turn. So basically the Saki Den, the idea is that it... Ooh, hello. Ooh. So that territory to the north of us has been taken by the Otomo. That could be a problem. Yes, continue trade between our clan and this value no longer possible. We want to... Yeah, let's start doing Way of the Sword. So this clan, the Otomo, you may notice they have something a little different at the top of their standard here. So the Otomo are quite interesting because they're actually a Christian faction, and they're very, very powerful in the game because they get access to a lot of gunpowder units and rifles and things that they get from trading with the West. They're actually, as an army, they actually get Portuguese soldiers that come across and fight for them, which is mildly terrifying, to be honest. They're quite hard to fight because they convert their provinces to Christianity. Where our guys, you see here, we've got a bell because we're Shinto Buddhism. And basically, if you're a Buddhist faction that you take over a Christian territory without converting it, you'll get rebellions all the time. It's kind of hellish. So our army is back in working shape, I reckon. So we're going to set out. Now we're going to leave the samurai back because they're pretty beat up. Actually, no. We're going to wait. We're going to wait one more turn. We're going to wait one more turn. Now if we hit here, we go to recruitment. We can now recruit a ninja. So we're going to hire a ninja.
Where darkness meets the shadow, there dwells the ninja. Saboteurs and assassins, happy to do their lord's bidding.
Hey. So we now have our samurai. There he is. Our ninja, rather.
Can be removed by assassination.
So,
select a target for this
sorry,
action.
lass. So basically, these guys are your spies. You can send them out. They can scout territories. They can assassinate characters. They can sabotage armies. They're pretty useful. One concern I have, though, is it may have been that we may have rather have wanted to get a temple in there. Because if we're dealing with the Otomo, we kind of need to have monks running around. Because we're not a Christian faction. We could convert, I suppose, but ugh, it means a lot of pain and misery. And it lowers your honor. If you play as a Christian faction. Very unhonorable. Right, let's get some improved farming going. And end our turn there. And then we're just going to send our ninjas into territory, scout ahead of our army. And we're just going to belt straight for the other capital. Because we need to get there before the Otomo do. If not, we're going to have a hell of a time.
Unlike Boashigaru, both samurai can defend themselves in melee and fire burning arrows into the enemy.
Huzzah! So here we go. Now our army should be much more sizable. Right, so katana, bow, spear. I thought I built 2 units of... they're going to be another turn. So my bonus must have ended. That's fine, we're going to go with what we've got. So general, 2 units of katanas, 2 units of spears, archers. Actually,
use ninja to damage enemy buildings.
ninja first. Let's see what we're running into. As he trots over.
And select a building to sabotage from the list, or
No enemy armies. That's fine.
any building elsewhere in the province. Your ninja will then move there and attempt to damage it upon his arrival.
Oh, we might run into something here. Nope, that's fine. Okay.
Ninja can sabotage a rival army, affecting their ability to move during a turn.
We need more money to
and
build the trading
causing
port. That's
casualties
fine.
By poisoning their food and water supplies. Right-click on a rival army and select the army sabotage option.
Pre-cyborg Genji. A little less dragon magic. More funny cutscenes when you try to do things with them. Which has always been a staple of these games. Ooh, okay, so we are going to be campaigning in winter. Maybe that's not the best plan. That's fine.
In readiness for a siege assault, a ninja can infiltrate an
have a
enemy
look-see.
castle and sabotage the gates. If he is successful, the
So,
gates will be open.
this is what our samurai can do.
Battlefield.
Our ninja, rather. This is what he can do. So we can try and assassinate the daimyo. He'd only have 16% chance of succeeding that. Not very good. We could sabotage the army, which will halt his movement for 1 season and kill a few of his men. We could sabotage the archery dojo, which will basically mess up his ability to produce archers. Or we sabotage the castle gates. We're not going to do any of that right now. We're just going to keep him there. And we're going to try and get our guys through the winter as fast as we can. Because I really should have paid more attention. Can we just... No. Next turn. Hopefully they'll come out and fight us. And you know what? We'll send these archers up to follow them as fast as we can. Mistakes were made. Best we can do is move on. Now, recruitment, construction. Let's build that trading port. Because building trading port will let us get trade ships so we can actually start exploiting some of these bonuses we've got. Let's go! So we're trying to be nice and aggressive. So we find another army coming the opposite direction. Okay. Ooh, our ninja has been detected. Yeah. So that means other agents can maybe come after him, but we're actually going to move past. Just keep an eye of everything that's going on.
Within the season, and decrease the chances that a monk or missionary will succeed in demoralizing them.
Okay. Ooh, there's a pirate lair. Adds most of the ships recruited. Okay, that's kind of cool. Okay. Right. Let's besiege the town. Let's see. That is a pretty beefy defense force. So we're actually just going to maintain siege. It's fine. They'll come to us. It's all good. Get here as fast as we can. That is fine. Okay. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Upgrade the coast village to harbor. Now let's save the 1,000. Okay. In turn. As I said, we're just being nice and fast. We're going to try and get through and get as many battles on screen for you guys as I can. If I was playing as the Choskabi, which was my normal faction, they're the archer guys, I've actually got a strat that will take the first island they're on immediately, which is absolutely fine. So you join the army. They're still not coming out to fight. They'll come out and fight next turn.
The placement of a ninja inside
keep
one of
sneaking
our
around.
towns will enable him to set up a criminal network there.
That's a priest.
This not only
Let's assassinate the priest.
line of sight from the province,
Surprise!
but also decrease it.
Ooh, get a cutscene. See what's going to happen here. Uh-oh. Oh, our poor guy. Oh, crap. Oh. Alright, you made it in. Hey! Success! Enemy wounded. Although unable to kill their target, our ninja succeeds in wounding and putting his adversary out of action for a while. Perfect. So that means that the priest will come back, but we've got rid of him for now, because we don't want all these territories being converted to Christianity. We need them to stay Buddhist for our faction. Okay, that is fine. Sumi is doing fine. No major upgrades. Note. Satsuma Province. We could upgrade our gambling hall. That would increase happiness and give us more money. Yeah, I think that's a good plan. Especially as next turn, I think our harbor's going to fit. No, not next turn, the turn after. That's going to finish. That will give us more money and some trade opportunities. So, let's see. Can we move our ranger anymore? No, he's done. Okay. Let's see if we can get ourselves another battle. So the Ito should come out and give us a scrap. Yes! Okay. So they've got 2 generals, 2 archers, 2 peasant spears, and some samurai retainers. It's kind of an even match. We've got more swordsmen, they've got more cavalry, so I think we'll be okay. It all comes down to the map. I think we can make this work. If you look over here, it looks like we're going to have a hill in our start zone, off to the flank with a forest on it. We could hide some guys in there, but then put our army down on the ground, and try to see if we can pull off an ambush. More speech. More honor. What's our guy going to say this time?
島津の誉れと度胸を見せてやれ。ご先祖様たちも見ておられる。我らの手柄を祝ってくださるに違いない。敵にとっては ここが正念場。しくじれば歴史にも残らん。いつの日か歌人が悲しい歌。
A sad line about their fates. Okay, guys, sad line about their fates. On we go. We shall have poetry in the comments. They were born in filth and will die unloved. Oh god, he's not pulling punches today, is he?
数も少なければ兵力も大したことはない。主君のためにお主らは死力を尽くして戦うであろう。お主らの献身にかなう者はおらん。誇らしい家臣であると。
Much cheering. Okay. Right, so... Yeah, see here, we've got a hill in our deployment zone. I think we try and be sneaky. So, let's start grouping our units. We're going to have our swordsmen together. Our archers as one big group. Oh, that's not archers. You, get out of the group. Let's see, select the unit. Archers, there we go. Group. And spearmen. Group. Okay. So, tell you what we'll do. Actually, yeah, let's keep those spearmen separate. Right, okay. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to set ourselves up over here. So, spearmen are going to form a line just at an angle across like that. And we're going to put them into spear wall formation. So this means that they tighten up, and they actually fight a lot better like this. It actually makes them one of the best units in the game. And then we're going to put our Ashigaru archers just behind them in a thin line. Now have our general just to cover the flanks and things there. Now our swordsmen, we're going to hide in the forest just here, along with our samurai archers. Oh, change grouping. We want them so we can adjust it like that. So they'll be able to sort of do flanking shots, and then we'll get a nice downhill charge from these guys. That's our plan. No idea if it'll work. Depends if the enemy come to us or not. But I think they probably should, because we're pretty even numbers. Let's have a look and see what their armies looks like. So there's our 2 units of cavalry, which is probably our biggest risk, because cavalry can kind of own a lot of stuff. But you can see they've got a lot of spearmen and archers, so quite similar to our army. Also, they're fabulously purple, which is always a concern. Oh, looks like they're picking up their pace. But as I said, they don't see our guys who are over in the forest, because they've got this little icon here, so they're hidden. So with any luck, we should be okay. So, tell you what, let's adjust the formation slightly, seeing as they're coming a bit from our left. I want these guys to hold their fire. We don't want them to pop up until they've actually been revealed, because that actually causes a bit of a morale shock. And we do want to be careful. We don't want them shooting early and having the cavalry go after them. Here's our enemy commander. There he is. Grumpy fellow. Then his general, sporting a fancy headband. So hopefully this will all work. Now, they do have both samurai on the flank here, so we may have to be a bit careful. But looks like the rest of their army are all holding fairly similar. But we want them to basically hit against the front here, so we can basically charge them down the flank with the swordsman. That's the plan. All the while our archers, now because these are samurai archers, they're also pretty decent in close combat. They're not great, but they're not awful. We'll have these guys, if necessary, run in to pick a fight as well. So, they're just about to come into our range. Hopefully... Now, if these guys stop and start shooting at us, we'll actually pull our army back. Yeah, okay, that's what they're doing. So, pause for a second, just because I need to do a lot of commands quite quickly. We're going to actually fall our whole army back, see if we can lure them into the trap a bit more. You guys come out the spear wall so you move a bit quicker. Because if we can keep baiting them in towards us, the better chance our plan has of working. And also we can try and protect our guys a bit more. They're just sending one unit out? Okay, fair enough. We'll just try and fight them with what we have visible. See if that makes things work a bit better. These are tanky troops, so they will probably reach our spearmen, but I think we can deal with them. Get ourselves a nice little slow motion. Hey. Fight going. I think our guys will be okay here. Just need to keep an eye on the rest of the enemy army. And we're going to have our archers stop firing because we don't want to shoot our own men. So I think we're going to win this fight. Actually, you know what? There we go. I inspire you to keep fighting better. Not sure why the AI did that, but we'll take advantage of it, because why not? And they're off. Right. Fire at will. Just have them sort of shoot at their backs. See if we can deal with them. Then what we might do is we might take our general and sort of run them around here, see if we can bait them into... Oh, no, never mind. Here they come. Okay. Right, pause. They're doing the same thing again, so we'll do the same thing again. So we'll pull our general back a little bit further. Pull our archers back a little bit further. You guys break spear wall and fall back a little bit further. We want to get them until they're about here, because then we can do all kinds of nasty stuff with our guys on the hill. Hopefully we won't lose too many men here. We lost a few. That's fine, that's fine. We're out of their range, that'll pull them in a bit closer. Yep, same thing again. Let's have a look at the range. Yeah, they're going to be in range. That's fine. Pull back a little bit further. Sorry for the pausing. I'm not that good at microwing, so I'm shamelessly cheating by pausing the game to move my guys. That's fine. This is where the AI is thinking, what's going on? Come on. Here we go. Okay. Okay, right. I think this is now where we start getting aggressive. So, spearmen will run straight back into their faces. Archers, I want you to target those spearmen. Keep our general back-ish. We'll have these guys fire at will. But I want you to target that general's unit. And we'll keep our swordsmen hidden a little longer. Haha! Now they're sending spearmen up the hill.
Units have been discovered, my lord.
They've spotted me, that's fine. Charge down the hill. Send our general up there as well. Right.
Our general is in grave danger, my lord.
Hey! Suddenly our swordsmen are finally in the fray. And the enemy army's buffeting and panicking. Now we've managed to envelop the enemy army here. I'm going to send our cavalry to go after those bow. See if we can hit these bow samurai nice and hard. nice surround here. We've lost a lot of spearmen doing this, but I think this is going to work out pretty well for us.
My lord,
Hey!
a glorious victory will soon be yours.
Now prioritize the general. Stop attacking them, get the general. We want to get him before the battle ends. Continue! Chase down all the things. Oh, bit of a hover horse there. Oh, nice! Much gore. So here's our general. Looks like we caught the enemy general. That's fine. Let's head over that way. Go on, follow. There's some pretty gory stuff in this. There's actually a gore mod that's been added on. It's actually a DLC with the game, which gives you this. So, fun. just fun. But as you can see, our general is doing very well. Hey, monster! Welcome to the stream. Don't mind the screams. It's just the. Yeah, that extra gore mod is a little bit. Extra more DLC is a little much. Actually, let's have our archers stop shooting. Don't kill your general. Right, are there any other units still in the field? Oh, there's some. Want to get rid of them, so we're just going to speed things up for the rest of the battle, just so we can finish capturing things off. So yes, our glorious victory, where we managed that ambush sort of worked. We lost most of our spearmen, but the ambush worked. So the only unit left is these guys. Away they run. And it looks like they're running back off towards the castle in the distance. Hey, end battle. And hi Ray, thank you for joining us. Yeah, so the whole thing I'm doing where I'm pausing is shamelessly cheating. If you were playing online and multiplayer, you don't actually get that option, for good reason. Ooh, our general leveled up. Oh. Oh. Okay. So another clan's gotten involved. This is suddenly getting interesting. And now another clan's gotten involved. Ah, we've got a mission to sabotage some stuff. Okay. So, it looks like we've not quite taken the city. No, there are 12 samurai retainers still in the city. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll attack that city to show you, but up here seems to be getting a bit interesting, because the Shogun now control that province. From the Otomo, who I thought I was going to have to fight. So we're just going to sneak around and just have an idea of looking around. No, we're not going to attack that. So it does appear to be things are getting a bit interesting up this coast. It's going to be interesting. Okay. Clan encountered. Yuchi? Great clan destroyed. Oh, the Otomo were gone. Okay, so then who controls this? Who controls Higo? We don't know. We may need to send somebody over to have a look at that. That could be an issue. Who else has been destroyed? Alright, the Otomo's been destroyed. And the Hattori have been destroyed. Okay. Right. Let's actually, hold on. Continue siege. We're gonna upgrade our general. So let's see. Here's our general, and you see his various traits and things. So we get to pick a retainer. So he can have a Heroic Ashigaru, which is +1 morale for Ashigaru units. Or we can have an Oyabun, which gives us increase in the general's influence radius. Yeah, let's go for that. So he's got an epic mustache. Now we can do our skill tree. We're going to do strategist. That lets our guys move around on the map faster. I think that's good. And this is, yeah. Oof, there we go. Right. Let's go and give these guys their last stand. They shall die honorable. Yes, sorry, Ray. Unfortunately, we don't really have much in the way of war dogs. This being Japan, that was kind of a more of a Roman thing. So, yeah, no, sorry. Any war pandas? Again, no. We get pirates? That's a thing. Start deployment. Okay, so siege. So sieges in Total War are a little different, and Shogun, sorry, are a little different from other games. There's a lot lesser reliance on siege engines. You can actually take a castle with just troops, because you guys can climb the walls and stuff. We shall do our one-handed cheer. Our guy likes he really likes his poetry. Must be a sad poem about their fate. We're going to take this fortress. I do not expect that to be easy, but I expect it to be done. No cheering for that. Okay. Hey! We've got lazy men, clearly. Honor and glory, cheer. You have to work hard. Okay, so this isn't actually going to be particularly hard as a battle, because there is only 12 guys defending this thing. But I'll take this opportunity to show you guys some of the actual combat mechanics and stuff. So we're actually going to attack from this side. Group. 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 Right, so spearmen, who are pretty badly depleted. We're going to keep these guys out of the fight, because they're pretty badly beat up. But they did good work last battle. We'll use our katana samurai and archer samurai for most of the work. We'll have our regular archers just on the flank. And our general will just chill out here. So, here's the fortress. Now, basically, you've got these keeps that you can attack. And what happens is your guys run up. And basically, they'll sort of throw, like, fire bombs. Like, sort of, you know, Molotov cocktail things. At the gates. And that'll burn the gate down and let us run up the ramp. Alternately, your guys can actually just climb the walls. Which is, pretty solid. But apologies, I'm just going to do this the boring way, because I don't really fancy losing more men, considering what else is happening on the battlefield. So we're just going to send our samurai forward, and we're just going to shoot these guys to death from range. I don't fancy damaging the castle. Hey, Zoomdoo, welcome to the stream. How are you? Much shouting. The man with the most dapper jacket. Oh. Okay, looks like they're repositioning. That's fine. Meanwhile... You see, one of the things I absolutely love about Shogun 2, compared to the other games, is, like, the scenery and aesthetic just suits the game so well. I'll need to figure out if there's a button I can use to turn off the UI, just so you can see the stuff moving around. But it's just really, really nice. But, as I said, we're going to be a bit lazy here. I don't fancy losing guys trying to scale the walls. I don't fancy damaging the castle. So, what we're going to do is we're going to run our archers up to about here. And we're just going to shoot at them. They don't have the ability to shoot back at us. We're just going to do rather dull things to the enemy. But you can sort of get a rough idea. I mean, if we do a proper siege, we'll get a chance to see all that kind of stuff. I think that's fair. But considering what's happened to the two factions above us, they've just been wiped out, I think we need to save our armies. Because I don't really fancy getting into a massive... having to deal in a massive war with depleted troops. I'd rather keep these veterans alive. So, archers will get into position. See if we can get a bit of a fancy shot here. There we go. It's sadly not a very honourable way to go die, but... I'm pretty good, Zoom. I'm pretty good. But as I said, I'm being boring right now. Apologies. But when the enemy can't shoot back at you, this is the best way to take a castle quickly. God, I might actually turn off this extra gore DLC. It's a bit ridiculous. Oh, those ones missed. Those ones didn't. This is a little excessive. They might be getting out of arrow range. No, no, nope, still shooting. And... I see, he turns to face it. This is a warrior. Oh, great, we missed. He turns to face the arrows. Okay, that was badass. He cares not. There we go. That's ridiculous. Oh. Honor to that man. The gore is a bit stupid. I know, it's kind of brilliant, but it's also a bit stupid. But there we go, we've taken the castle with no losses. But props to that last man, who just stood there and matrixed half the arrows until he was dead. There we go. And what we're going to do is we're going to peacefully occupy. Because I don't really want rebellions behind me. Considering we're now going to have to go into a forever war against these guys up here, I don't really fancy having to do that the hard way. Okay, so, now that we're here, and we've met some other clans, let's see. So, let's see. Okay. So, we've seen the Miyoshi, who are over here. There's the Ouchi, who are on the entrance to the island here. They don't particularly like us. And then there's the Shoni, who actually kind of are indifferent to us, but they're blocking our expansion. So unfortunately, we're going to have to go to war with those guys, and we have no friends. That's gonna hurt. So what we should do is, I've got that trade port next turn. So next turn, we're going to build a... we're going to get some trade ships built, and we're going to try and make friends with all these little positions nearby. So this bit in the East China Sea, down here in the Indian Sultanates, because we need to get some income going, which, you know, ain't great. Let's upgrade that to harbor so we can get some more trade going. Now, what did we take from these guys here? So they have an archery dojo and a really small castle. Oh, this is gonna suck. Okay. Right, I think what we need is we need to assemble a second army and bring it up this way. Like, up this side towards the Hado clan. Because if we try and go all the way around this way, all we're doing is creating a massive path open to our capital. But if we keep our army here, let them recover in the city, and build up this province a bit, like put a little, and they can actually block this road, which keeps this path and these territories all safe. Then we can actually make our approach up here, and in here we can get better cavalry. That's the plan. Okay, so for the moment, that's everything we can do this turn. So end turn. But we need to get trade ships going, because those guys are going to completely swamp us very quickly if we're not careful. Mission successful. So, because we've built the trade port, we now get a bonus where we got 1,000 gold. So that helps us out with our funding for a little bit. Master of Kenjutsu, you have mastered the following art, the Way of the Sword. Hey, we got some Katana Samurai for free. Right, now, we're going to actually step away from the military tech, and we're going to train over here, because we need to start improving our trade and our income and stuff, so that's fine. Eager to serve. One of our most loyal subjects, a fine warrior, I am told, desires to prove his worth to you and your clan. As such, he requests the opportunity to lead your force in battle. So we can enlist him for 1,000 gold, or we do not enlist him. Do we want another general? Actually, yeah, I think that's a good plan. Admittedly, we're kind of, you know, losing a bit of money there, but I think having the extra general will help nicely. Oh, that kind of sucks. So even though we got this unit in this territory, it didn't get the bonuses from the blacksmiths. That's kind of upsetting. Fine. Right, so, recruitment. Now, looks like we get discounts in building ships here, so that's fine. So we're going to build a trade ship, and we're going to build a couple of bow boyas for the next couple of turns. And we're going to try and take control of these trade positions. So we can get some trade going. We may need to pick a fight with people to do that, but that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Upgrade the roads. Cool. Enter. Oh crap, forgot about our samurai, our ninja. I keep saying samurai, no, it's a ninja. We need him to go scouting. Oh, nope, it's a Mitsuki. Ah, crap. The Shogun have declared war on me.
Today, the talking.
This is not going to go well. You're off to play Brutal Legend. No worries, Wolf.
This unarmed ship should be used solely for trade.
Our ninja got tried and executed. Sod. That is not good. Okay. Right. It appears that war were declared. We've got a bit of a problem. So these guys who are to the north of us have actually declared war on us. Which isn't great. Now, this side I'm pretty happy with. I think we're secure here with the army we've got waiting. But we need to start producing forces to hold out. And we need to do it quickly. So, let's see what we've got. We've got 2 generals and some samurai. So, let's recruit... Let's go our funds. 1 unit samurai, 2 units of spears? No. 1 unit of spears. Can't you recruit the archers? So, archers or spears. In which case, let's do the spears. So, trade chip? Trade chip. There it is. Let's get him out. Let's see if we are lucky enough that this is free. No. Alright, so he's trading with them. Let's head north. And we're lucky we might get over there. Nope. Nope. Go around. Thank you. Phone just pinged. Nope, nothing major. That's fine. So our ninja's dead. That really sucks. Construction of our harbor's done. More war. More ships. Is there anyone we can make friends with? I mean, the Uchi are unfriendly with us. Can we trade? No. They will not trade. Worth a shot. Okay, right, this has all gone a bit pear-shaped. Because the problem is now we're also running low on funds. We're not making a lot of money, because we've got such a large army in the field, so we're going to have some issues.
Fast moving, this small ship carries archers.
It's fine. It's fine. Oh, and we've had a son come of age, so we've actually got more guys. And oh, is that research done? Aha! We want to research. What's Zen? That's Buddhist temples. We want Todofuka. We need to get our food supplies and income better. Right. So, trade ship. Anything here? We've been beaten to everything. Right, okay, continue north. That's an enemy warship. That's a Bokuboya. That's gonna murder us. Send our ship around there. We're just in a bad state. We're going to be here for a while. Let's start divvying up various troops. That's our son there, right? You can go to Asubi. That's fine. Higura province. It's fine. Actually, you know what? Let's detach some troops from here. Because I think we can get away with taking some of these men out with this. And let's send the regular archers and the katana guys back over. And what we'll do is we'll have them cross here and position up along with an army, and then we're going to push straight in. That's our plan. Until we can get some funding sorted. Oh, they're coming to pick a fight. Boat fight. Well, hey guys, we get to see what a boat fight looks like. This is going to be a very boring boat fight because it's two of the same boat basically flailing at each other. Oh, we're not having a good day. So I'm just going to bank on the fact that I'm a player versus an AI that we can actually beat these guys. So here's our boat. Behold our boat. With archers, and I think there's some swordsmen? Yeah, see there at the back. There you are. Some dudes with swords. It's an archer boat. Right, there they are. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to set ourselves up broadside. And receive them broadside, so we can have more archers shooting at them as they come in. And just hope that that works. Actually, you know what, let's just turn side now. Because they're just belting at us. Now, you don't actually make it out, but see this red line? That's the archer range. So the moment they enter archer range, our guys on the boat should start shooting at them. Ah, they have the same plan. They're power sliding. Commence shooting! Let's hope we get the first volley off. Commence archery slap fight. So we've lost 2 archers, they've lost 2 archers. This is going to be a straight up slap fight. Yeah, it very much is a dinghy. We appear to be losing the slap fights. And I think it's because their boat's moving and ours isn't. So we're gonna head our way over here. Increase speed. Commence the circling of death. We're gonna try keep changing course, see if that makes our shots a little bit more accurate. They're at 25, we're at 22. Because if we keep adjusting our course, that'll make them miss more often. Like that. While they're keep being a bit more predictable. Ooh, that one hurt. I think they're coming to try and board us. Yep, they're boarding us. Right. Let's board it back. I don't think we're going to win this.
Our general is under threat, my lord.
Yeah, I think we've lost this. Yes, I understand our general's too important to lose, but their boat's better than my boat. Because it is just a bow slap fight. Yep, there we go. Our boat's legging it. We've got 9 men left. They've got 16. Ah. Oh well. Terrible boat slap fight. Should have 2 boats. New plan. More boats. Very dishonorable. Not enough swords on our boats. Close defeat. I think our unit got away. Hey, our unit got away. But are they going to chase us? Yes, they're going to chase us. You know what? I know we're going to lose it. I'm just going to also resolve the fight. There we go. Sorry, that wouldn't have been interesting for you guys, and I was going to lose. It's fine. Next plan, more boats. Hey, the Great Mustard, welcome to the stream. Ooh, a worthy bride. Let's see. A loyal retainer offers daughter's hand in marriage. This man is his bride. Traits Greedy wife. +5 to the upkeep of all units under this man command, but +1 morale. but that is so beautiful. I must have it. The plus morale is pretty decent, but we are having major money issues. I think I'm gonna have to decline that. That sucks. Right. And it shall be led by... Let's have it led by our new general. We shall position himself here and await reinforcements. We're not really having the best of luck so far, guys. Can I afford to recruit boots? I can afford to recruit boats. I think we need to recruit boats. So recruitment. Let's get some more Boya. Because they're really cheap, actually. So we can actually build up a navy pretty quickly. That's fine. We've got enough funds for our ninja, so let's get our ninja. And we'll use him to scout ahead of us. And... yeah, that's us. Cool. Okay, they left our trade ship alone. That's helpful. No, they haven't. Oh, God. Leg it. I think we're just going to get our butts kicked at sea for a while. Oh, they didn't chase us. Cool, that's awesome. We'll see if we can get that ship back towards our ports, and then we can get them in the fleet. That'll be helpful. Okay. Shipwright support. More boats. Right. You. Get back here as fast as you can. And be joined by friendly boats. Haha! There we go. Right. You join that army. You can't because of the terrain. That's fine. You come join that army. There we go. One large army. And we'll use our ninja to... Actually, we'll get him to sabotage this. Because we get a mission bonus if we sabotage. And we get a little cutscene. Hopefully he won't completely bungle this up. Oh god. Aha! He flees! So it looks like he failed, but he didn't get caught. So that's fine. We've got a pretty decent army heading up that way. So that's fine. Lack of archers might hurt a little bit, so tell you what, let's quickly recruit some archers. End of turn. So if we take Higo province, that will give us control of the southern half, and then we can make a push up with our two armies. And I think that's the way we'll do this. We'll do a sort of dual prong thing. But we're not doing too well.
For whittling down the enemy.
We failed the mission. Right, now studying. Let's study... Let's study Zen, because we're going to need that to deal with the Christian provinces to the north. Right. Boashigaru. Head there. Boashigaru. You will have to play follow-up. Main army. Go here. Let's try that again. I think we'll sabotage it regardless, because it may actually bait their armies down to come fight us. I think that's a good plan. So, let's see if he sets it on fire this time. Oh, nope, same cutscene. Nope, he's gonna run. Oh well. Ah, that's fine. It's fine. More boats. Aha! There we are. We now have a fleet. So, let's dispatch the fleet out. Take that. Nope. Nope. Actually, is that the show? That's the Shoni. Fuck it. Haha! We can take the trade port from them. Huzzah! Right, now we're going to see a sea battle where I might win. Now, trade ships do actually like take part on the battlefield, but they're kind of useless. They're kind of clunky and slow. They don't have many troops on them, but you can use them as baits to draw ships around, which is kind of handy. The ships we're using, they're meant more for like circling, skirmishing, chasing down slower ships. So they're not really going to be that useful long term. But I think I'll give us a fair chance. Alright, and just so you guys can see, here's the trade ship. And you can see that's only got... Actually, it's got 22 swordsmen on it and 10 archers. That's not that bad, actually. Yeah, and they're actually inside, so they've got some protection. That's... We might want to use that. Okay, start battle. Group 1. I'm just going to go for big envelopments here. And we'll speed things up, because I don't think they're going to move towards us at all. It's a little wallowy. Okay, back to regular speed. Commence the attack. We shall envelop the enemy. And we shall board them! And we'll give these guys the double time speed, so they get into position a bit faster. Actually, you know what, just come alongside them. Because it seems for some reason they want to cross across the front here, but we actually want them to attack from here. No, come here. Now you can see the crews come out on the decks. Yep, no, thank you very much, Ursula. That's absolutely fine. We're in a bit of a dull period right now, because we managed to get the initial strikes down. We're just doing some basic shuffling. As I said, we'll get the invasion going, and we'll hopefully have something a bit more interesting soon. I reckon we're only going to go for another half hour, an hour, all told. Because sadly I'm working tomorrow, so... Yeah, we're doing a lot of this just shoot people to death strategy today. Oh, there we go. That was a boarding line. Are we actually going to get to see a boarding action? See what this looks like. We're coming up alongside. And we won. Fine, I'll take it. End the battle. End the battle. Enemy ship surrendered. That's absolutely fine. Sadly, no boarding, guys. Hey, we captured it, so we actually stole the enemy trade ship. Tis ours. Our trade ship. And now, we have established trade with the Indonesian sultanates. Which means we get incense, which is a key element to performing Buddhist rites. Woot. So that works out very nicely for us. And I think that's our turn. Is there anything else we want to build? Upgrades are all good there. All good there. Actually, do we want better roads here? No, that's absolutely fine. Archery dojo's okay. Probably want to change that later on. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. We're having issues with income anyway, so we don't really want to do too much more. How's our finance and stuff looking? Can we increase taxes? No. It wouldn't really be worth the... Yeah, it wouldn't be worth it. That's fine. Intern. If we push through and take control of a round, I think I'll do a lot to sort out our income. And oh god, it's the Mifune. No, not another. No. I think we just lost another ninja. Not good. Oh, he's been tried and executed. curses. Right. Developmental focus. Seeking to further a clan's mastery of the arts, our retainers request guidance where they should focus their efforts. So, martial wisdom. Improves the rate at which Bushido arts are mastered by 100%. Seasons remaining 4. Okay, that's not bad. Or civil insight. Let's go for the civil focus. So, what that means is that's the tech tree stuff. So, by picking that, it speeds up the rate at which we sort of learn this things. Yeah, he was a pretty crap ninja anyway. So we can use this as an option. So what it'll do is that'll allow us to research things like equal fields a bit faster and tax reform. So we can actually increase our overall income. I think it's going to be quite important for us. Because we are having such significant funding issues. Do I want to delay the invasion of our turn? What season are we in? Summer. We've got 2 turns, then it hits winter. Now we can't delay. Can't delay. We'll just have to go with the 2 units of archers. It's not ideal, but we need to start getting on the attack here. You can try and catch up as fast as you can. In the meantime, not enough to upgrade Fortress. Not enough to upgrade to Stronghold. Not enough upgrades to Stronghold. We do have food surplus, so tell you what, we're actually going to try and gather some income and upgrade our castles. So your food income determines how big your castles can get. So because we've got a bit of food surplus, we can actually get away with that. Oh, it's in our fleet. They've blockaded our ports! They're plundering our trade. Oh, everything's going wrong. I am not good at this game.
Master, one of our trade routes is under attack from an enemy.
A cunning wife.
Without
-5 chance. Yeah, actually, let's go for that.
And take our goods and income for themselves.
And we had another son come of age. And with research Zen. So let's research. That would get us Kisho Ninja, which are the ninja you can have on the battlefield, are pretty cool. +1 loyalty all generals. Secret police. No. Let's go for some tax reform. And war has been declared between the Takeda and the Uesugi. That's fine. Well, consider we've just had another son come of age. So we've now got, like, characters and things out the way. So I'm feeling kind of silly about purchasing, that, whatchamacallit, word thing, the extra general. It just wasn't worth it in any way, shape, or form. Okay, let's just slowly progress here. Okay, they're not defending Higo, so we're going to hit that next turn. Which will be winter, but that's fine. Now, let's have a look at diplomacy. Is there anyone we can make friends with? No. Only people we can do it are the Yuuchi, who are indifferent and also allies to our enemy. This is a rough campaign. Right, we know they've got 4 ships. We have 6 ships, but 2 of them are trade ships, which we'd want to leave behind. I think we hold off, and what we'll do is we'll actually take the opportunity. Recruitment, we're going to build some bunes. So bunes are more like war ships. They're like filled with troops and lots of swordsmen, and we'll use those to break out. So what they got here, is that just doesn't tell us. Yeah, if we're going to break out, we'll do it with like heavier warships and actually get our navy into a better state. While we're pushing up there, and God, we're only going to get 210 going on the next turn, right? That's fine. We are not doing well financially. At all. Oh, they've moved their fleet. Okay, it's winter. Right. You join the army. Army, besiege. And we cannot wait around. We're just going to take it. And rather than just, like, archer down the enemy in this one, we're going to do a full assault, so you guys can see what a siege properly looks like. With all the little bits and bobs. It'll hurt us a little bit, but it'll get the mission over a lot faster. And there are some ways we can do this while preserving the castle, which is fine. We'll still run up the archers to shoot the crap out of them. So it's all good. Start deployment. I'm going to skip the speech this time. Right. So let's see. Castle has no archery positions to defend it. Best place to assault is... Actually, it's probably just straight ahead. So, Katana Samurai, form a group. Spearmen, form a group. With those spearmen. And archers, form a group. So, I'm going to move our archers into position here to cover our assault. And then we're going to basically hit them with a shit ton of samurai. Then other guys can come up in slower speeds. And let's see. So it's another unit of these retainers. So these are like a generic units. Think of these as like the castle guard. They're honored samurai who are basically there to hold the castle. They're like a smaller unit of katana samurai, but they tend to have some better stats. They tend to have a bit more morale, they tend to be better armored, but there's less of them. So there's only so effective that they can be. Now our army's going to take a bit of distance to get here, so we're just going to speed this up. Because we're crossing quite a big distance. So you see our guys are actually getting tired from running because we sprinted them. That's fine. We'll get plenty of time to let them recover a little bit. I think our archers have started shooting at those guys. Where'd they move to? Oh, they moved over there while we weren't looking. Okay, so there's a few ways you can actually like assault a castle. So you take the guys and you tell them to attack the gates. And what they'll do is throw torches at the gates. So you don't need rams like in other Total War games. And that will actually burn that down and let us break in. It's fine. The other way is you can see here, you can actually get the guys to climb the walls, but you're guaranteed to lose guys doing that. There's guys who will slip and fall, so we're going to avoid that for now. And we're going to get our guys to move into the castle nice and quick. Get them in, and we're just going to take this nice and quickly. Again, we want to take this fast in winter so we don't suffer attrition in enemy territory. And we can start getting past the fact that these guys have got us bottled up and blockaded, because we need better ground, because it seems to be our territory is very poor for soil, so we're going to need to do that. Now, the only problem is our guys are getting exhausted here. That's a bit of an issue. Walk in. And walk in. Save your energy. We don't want to completely exhaust our army. Oh crap. Mistakes were made. Halt. Reform. You may need to mass archery down these guys as they come to attack our guys forming up. See them whittle down a little bit before they hit us. Gonna keep our guys nice and eager. I see the little orange foot symbols now just turned back because they're no longer exhausted. They're just tired. Right, they're going to counter charge us, so let's get the fight going. Archers, fire, and we'll watch some ridiculously gory, over the top anime murder effects. No, this guy's doing pretty well, and never mind. It's ridiculous. Everyone's blood pressure is just ridiculously high. And there we go. Victory! The graph... That mod, honestly, I'm sorry, guys. I'm probably going to go into the DLC and disable that for next time I do this. I mean, do you like having the silly, over-the-top blood effects? I just... I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I mean, it's funny in its own way, but at the same time, it's a little ridiculous. But there we go, we lost 9 men in the siege, but we have taken the castle. And we are going to... We're going to peacefully occupy, because I don't need that negative public order. Ah, we have been recognized by the Emperor. Word of our achievements have reached the Imperial Court. His Imperial Majesty now watches our exploits with interest. As we continue to conquer and secure great victories, so our clan's fame will continue to increase. We must tread cautiously. The Shogun will not take kindly to any who will threaten his authority. Okay, so we've taken control of that. Their fleet fell back here, but they've still got these guys here. And that is Sengoku Bune. I think they've got better boats. Okay, so that's actually... So it's like a ship with... It's... Alright, so it's got 10 marines. Okay, so it's a Bune, but it's got... it's basically better at sailing in deep sea. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Do we know what this ship is yet? No, we don't. Okay. So we'll just stick her there with our archer ships, so that's fine. Now, our income's actually going back up a bit, so that's a huge improvement. And because we control Higo province... Oh, we're going to have to repair the castle. We're now got access to even more food surplus. And there's things we can do to try and improve these. And also, look, we've got stables. Because we've got improved horses, which means we now have cavalry that we can start building. Can I actually recruit cavalry? That'd be nice. I cannot recruit cavalry because the castle's damaged. That's fine. Meanwhile, in Higo province, that is all good. Do I want to build the roads? No, I want to save my money. Need to save my money. We need to start looking at things that will improve our income. So we're probably going to start building lots of markets and lots of trade posts, and we'll see how that goes. Oh, there's... Oh, that's a Chosuke fleet. We'll see how this goes. Hey! Medium Bune.
This ship has many uses. However, its versatility makes it less effective than more specialized ships.
So, basically, this is a boat box. Ooh, what's this? Let's see. A man has been found openly proselytizing his Christian beliefs to the enlightened of this province. We can ill afford the risk of religious schism should his teachings begin to influence the people of the clan. Let's see, we cannot allow the hearts and minds of our peasants to be corrupted by these antithetical beliefs. They must be executed at once. So religious zeal, which will basically improve our religion, or Word of God, converts the populace to Christianity for 4 seasons. Yep, sorry, no. Apologies, folks, but no. Because we're a Shinto Buddhist faction, there's a big downside. There's big advantages for going for a Christian faction, but even bigger weaknesses. It's not good. Right. So, you come join this navy. So we've now got a big ship in the center there. Now, what's this? Should we try and do the breakout here? It's another medium Bune. Okay, retreat. Just stay in port. I don't fancy a fair fight. So, what we'll do... Can't really get back in time to help there. But they're not really causing us too much difficulty right now. What we'll do is... set port, recruitment. We'll build a couple of... build a Bokuboya. Then over here, build Bokuboya. And we'll actually go in with some extra ships. That'll make a big difference. That's the plan. It's all good. Now, up here... Now, we can upgrade that to a stronghold. And that is kind of our frontline castle. And if we do this right, it will actually get us one of the best cavalry units in the game. We can actually get access to Yari cavalry if we upgrade the castle. Let's Yeah, let's go for that. We're broke again, but it's fine. Because we're not going to stick around Hegel very long. We're going to basically get it, so... Actually, +8, we could probably just push on straight away. Actually, it might be a really, really good plan. So, yeah, we're going to be really aggressive here. We're going to leave the Yari Samurai behind again. But we're actually going to push on with the rest of the army. Let's check this. So, non-clan religion, resistance to invaders, tax burden. So, okay, we're going to move the army out, and if it's the case that it will cause it to revolt, we'll basically exempt them from taxes until they're friendly. So, let's see. Yes, they're at -2. So, hey, you don't have to pay taxes, guys. Be happy. Well, we go forth. Right. Put ourselves at this bridge. And that means we can hold the position here. I mean, which province are we in? Tsuki province. So I think it's this province here? Yeah, so if we get up here and get this castle, this will work out nicely for us, because there's actually some better soil and stuff. Yeah, we're just going to be really, really aggressive with what we're doing. That's the plan. Aggressive as possible, damn everything else. And apparently we're going to have 55 clan income next turn. Joy. So if we lose that army, we're pretty scuppered, so we're going to have to take the risk here. But the thing is, that town, once the castle's split up, we'll be able to raise the tax rate. So it's all good.
Master,
Ooh.
our clan could be making more money through trade.
Are you implying that there's people I can trade with, Miss Advisor?
To make new trade agreements.
Shoni are hostile, which are unfriendly. Oh, the Shogun. They're indifferent. I would like to trade with you, sir. This deal is satisfactory. Yes!
No more, no more. There is nothing more to say. We accept.
Huzzah! People are willing to trade with us now, and the reason for that is we now have a trade good. We have superior war horses, which will make a big difference to our income. Because if we look down here, we are losing money. Right, okay, we need to break this siege. We need to break this blockade. Fight the battle! Right. We need to open our ports again so we can actually get trade. We get that, I think we'll be okay. Yeah, I probably should have gone with the Chosuke because I actually know how to actually do their campaign. They're the faction I normally play as. They're also really cool because I had a campaign I was playing earlier today where they get some really cool, unique units. Right. Start deployment. So, behold, our canoe of doom. Well, we're booting. So basically, it's sort of a floating fort. Floating ore powered fort. And then we've also got our little boat, so we should be able to do fun things to these guys. So, what we'll do is we'll send our little archer boat off to the side. While our main boat comes up and head on. We'll try and close for a boarding action with the big boat, and then the little boat will just pepper them, and hopefully that will tip the battle in our favour. And we'll try and capture that ship. Because if we do that, it means that we get an extra ship. Now, these guys actually get an ability called War Cry, which weakens enemy ships' morale, which is pretty sweet. Now, are they moving? No, they're not. Sadly, it's something that the AI does if they're playing ships and they aren't really interested in winning. They'll just sit there. So let's see. So they've got 38 out of 38 and 55 out of 55. So yeah, 55 archers, 38 dudes. In comparison, we've got 38, 55, but we've also got our 30 archers, so it actually might be more in our favour to hang back and turn it into an archery duel. But I think we want to make sure our big ship arrives first rather than our little ship, so I want this guy to sort of like steer off to the side a little bit. What is battle speed? Is there a downside to that? No, it just increases movement speed. That is fine. Are they moving? Yeah, they're moving. Not quite in range to attack. Send him to engage. Much boating. Just gonna skirt outside archery range with this guy until these guys start fighting before we move this guy in. Just because he'll take a lot more damage. See, they're moving guys around the decks. You see here, our archers are moving up. Alright, that's the boats now shooting at each other. No, don't go that way. Come this way. This way to engage. Just turn ourselves broadside. Or not. Okay. Okay, looks like we're mostly winning the archery duel. Let's do a war cry. Shout obscenities across the water at them. Yeah, so see, this wee crossfire trick's actually working quite nicely. Because these guys are being protected by this side, but from the back, the arrows are, well, mostly sort of landing in amongst the enemy. But what we'll do is we'll actually... Oh, there we go. Have our boat sort of move just around the flank here. Just to cause as much crossfire as we can. Looks like they're sort of shooting back at our guys over here, but not really achieving too much. Okay. Let's see, 36 out of 38 with 33 archers, 35 out of 38 with 41 archers. So they've still got more marines than us, so I think we want to just keep shooting them for now. Just because they've got more melee troops than us, I don't really want to try boarding, because I suspect that'll end badly. Well, we've got more archers, so... Right. Sorry, this is being a bit dull. Speed this up. Just gotta keep going for a bit. Commence ceaseless battle poking. At high speed. In the most dull archery battle in all the seas. Oh, hello, stuff's happening. Pause. I think they're going to try and board us. So tell you what, let's send our boat that way. Aha! Right. Let's see if we can get a boarding action going. Just because we haven't seen one yet, let's see if this works. So the boats are coming into close range with each other. There is much roar. Let's see what happens here. Oh. Well, hey!
Here they come! Prepare to repel boarders!
The boarding begins.
Our general is under threat, my lord! He's too important to lose!
Let's get our little speedy boat much closer. Wait, is our guys like losing this? Alright, both sides are... Great! Our boat surrendered. Really? You're kidding me. Right, no. Let's not get boarded. You get some distance. We are not having a good day when it comes to boats. So our flagship surrendered, so they're no longer in combat, after taking no losses whatsoever. The enemy ship has less guys, but they still surrendered. So now we're in a situation where our little archery boat has got to just run away from this big boat. But we won! Ah. Hey! Victorious! What a stupid, stupid war. The ship mechanics are a bit dumb. And not the most sterling thing to watch in the world. Maybe if we had more ships, maybe we had some of the more interesting ships, but... heroic victory. Really. Right, they're no longer blockading our port, so now we've got a lot more access to everything, basically. Oh, God. Right, meanwhile. Crossover. Should we take another castle? Yeah, let's take another castle. And let's assault the castle. We're just gonna run through, just knock over everything we can. I mean, the smart way to really play this is you never actually assault a castle. Always try and starve them out, because then they come out to fight you and they don't get the defenses. But we've got such an overwhelming majority here, and I really just need to take control of territory to try and deal with my money problems. I think this is the better plan. Right. No death poem. Enough with your poetry. Right. So, best way to attack, I think, is actually this side here. So, group. Group. Sweet. Right. Archers at the front, followed up by samurai. And we'll have the spearmen at the flank, and the general on the other flank. Right. Now we're going to make sure our army stays relatively decent shape this time, so we're just going to walk up. I'll put us on a fast... movement. So archers here, walking pace. Samurai here, walking pace. General, a stroll over here. Spearmen are strolling fine. That's fine. It's all good. Right. So we've got... now we do have actually an enemy general character here, so there is cavalry, so we might maybe lead with our spearmen. And then we've got the retainers as before. Or, we can just shoot everybody to death again. But we'll speed things up as we get to the castle. It's highly unlikely they're going to come out and fight us, but that's fine. So what we'll do is get the archers into position first, so they can start taking pot shots. Are those arrows or flowers? Flowers. There's our arrows flying over, so back to normal speed. You and you. Let's break down that gate. But we'll bring the spearmen up to actually go in first. So... because they've got cavalry. So if we get our spearmen in first and then bring in the archers behind them, we'll have a nice time. Preserve the samurai. Preserve the sword katana guys for later. Meanwhile, their cavalry are playing some cat and mouse with our archers. With ridiculous fountains of blood once again. And yeah, we're going to kill some horses before we get in, so that's helpful. Is the gate open? The gate is open and very on fire. Well, right, spearmen, get in here as fast as you can. Archers will cover them. It's a very on fire gate. But some of our archers are shooting these guys as well. Oh. Form a Yari wall. And just fight the cavalry. And have the archers cease fire, though, so we don't shoot our own men, because it isn't the nicest thing in the world.
My lord, their general has fallen.
Got their general because charged cavalry into spearmen. That's fine. Oh. Well, if you're gonna stand in the middle of us like that. Come on, kill him. There we go. Commence poking. Meanwhile, at the other side, where there is more poking. Ooh. Poor guy. Yeah, these gore effects are a little much. Just a little much. Oh, he's doing well. He's doing well. He's doing well. He's not doing well. We got a little bit of blood splatter on our screen as well. But there we go. We have taken... Oh, no, wait, hold on. Aha! He's doing well. Oh, again. See, this is the difference between the samurai and the peasants that he's fighting. There we go. The peasants got him. He stumbles on. Glorious success. It's all good. We only lost 50 peasants in that. But again, it allows us to take the castle nice and quickly. Success! In the depths of winter, the wolf stalks his prey by night. Red blood on white snow. Japanese death poem. Is that a haiku? Yeah, that's actually a haiku. Cool. Aha! Peacefully occupy. Ooh, our general's increased in rank. Where is he? Yeah, let's fix the door. Aha! Our general has leveled. So we can get a retainer. So we can have a Shishiroji. If you can't run in a war, then it's already over. +7 campaign movement range for all units. Okay, that's pretty good. And Kiku, I can't pronounce that. +1 to units. Morale. Ooh, yeah. Let's have the morale bonus. And we'll use this to get the campaign map speed bonus. So we can actually move a lot farther now. Now, this area is pretty good, because we actually get a philosophy school in this area. Which means we can actually upgrade it into other things. We can upgrade it to a magistrate, which gives you more happiness. Or you can upgrade it to a library, which improves your Metsuki, and also gives you a lot of research bonus. We'll probably go for a magistrate if we do upgrade this place, so that's absolutely fine. And there's also a market, which means money. You stop being the poor people. But what we'll probably do is, same as we did in this last area, actually, we're at +2. Still resistance to invaders. We'll leave that for now. I was about to say we'll untax them, but we'll keep them tax-free for now. But we'll do that. We'll untax the area, then push on, and we're just going to try and take control of this island as fast as we can. Anything else we want to do? That fleet is still hanging around, being horrible. So's that one ship left. Yeah, we've got more ships here. Is that ship actually out here, or is he in port? There, he's in port. Because get them to repair. What about here? Just a bow kaboya. No, we'll keep it nice and loose there until we recover. Anything else I want to build here? Nope. Nope. I can't afford anything anyway. Turn. That's Shoni. So what are the Shoni doing? Oh, they're coming back. Coming back to blockade us again. And they're now raiding our trade convoy. Damn them. And also she raided. And with Masters in Art, we now have tax reform. So let's now research. That would get us access to some hero units. With the spear. Yeah, the pointy end. Use the pointy end. All things considered, I think we need to start training the Essence of Spirit. Because the cool thing about Essence of Spirit is it'll allow us to start getting warrior monks, because who doesn't like warrior monks? But it will also, eventually, if we choose to research this, will get us access to warrior nuns. Because of course we do. So that's fine. Oh, a son is born. Sweet. Right. So let's have a look at this territory. This territory is rather unhappy about everything, so we can't really march out of it quite yet, which sucks. So what we're actually going to do is we're actually going to start looking into fleet recruitment. Nope, fleet. Fleet. There we are. So that's just the Bokuboya. Now we know that's just the Bune, and it's only got 9 guys on it, and we know that our Bune, we can hit our flag, we could probably beat that quite easily, so we're going to attack them, and we'll just also resolve it. Which means we capture the ship. And we're going to have this fleet join up with this fleet. Into one big fleet. And our one big fleet, everything except the trade ships, is going to go pick a fight with these guys. Let's have a real sea battle. With 2 completely useless medium bunes, 1 decent medium bune, and a pile of Bokuboyas. What could possibly go wrong? But we need to get rid of these enemy fleets, because they're causing us all kinds of pain. Okay, start deployment. So this time we actually have a fleet, which is, you know, kind of refreshing. So these 2 guys, we'll put them in a group. These 3 guys, put them in a group. And you know what, the big boats, you can go in a group. Even though you're, like, ridiculously beat up and prone to sinking. So the one in the center is the one in good nick. Okay. So, what we'll do is we're going to try and go for a bit of an envelopment here. And we'll actually just try and see if we can get around their flanks and pepper them with arrows. We'll basically just surround them and shoot them to death. That's the best plan. Now, are they moving towards us? They're just going to sit still again. I think they're going to sit still again, so that's fine. But what we'll do is we'll actually move our strength over here. Probably our best plan. So we take out the enemy Bokuboyas first, and then we can just run rings around them for the rest of the day. Where's the archery range? There's the archery range. We are sailing into the wind, which is a bit sucky. Kinda wish I could put these guys in column. That'd be pretty sweet. Oh, looks like they might be taking the bait. Get them to split their forces a bit, that'd be great. So that's our boat that's in good condition. These are the ones that are in bad condition. Little boats. Come about. Actually, I think we want to envelop and go after this guy. As many people as we can. Turns into a bit of an archery fight. Hopefully it won't completely mess up on us like it did last time. You guys get some battle speed going. Need you to catch up with this guy. So we're doing okay here. Not too bad. See, I don't know if they're running or if they're just trying to bait out our ships into a big tail chase. Shout at them. Actually, they've got enough guys to do some boarding. Let's see if they can catch them. Might get lucky. Meanwhile, in the eternal chase, I don't think we're gonna catch this guy. I think he's just running. That kind of sucks. It's all good. It's all good. Meanwhile, aha! Rope successfully attached. Do some boarding. Meanwhile, these guys getting quite badly shot up. It looks like they might be about to surrender. And oh, I think we're successfully boarding here. Be nice to do this to the enemy.
You can judge the progress of a boarding action with a boarding action meter that appears above the
broken?
ships involved.
Yeah, they're routing. It's fine. These guys start shooting over there. A little concerned about how many ships we're having to send off out this way, but that is the dangerous enemy ship. So I'll deal with it. How's the Let's have a look at this thing. So this is the other warship. Oh god, that's 83 Marines on that. I do not want to go anywhere near that thing. We are not boarding this. In any way, shape, or form. Meanwhile, in the eternal chase, the enemy are still running. Can these guys chase up a bit faster? Yes, they can. And can this guy. And as can this guy. Everybody chase after him. Right. Don't want you actually boarding, so turn off boarding mode, and we just want you shooting at them, because there's 83 Marines. I'm going to speed things up a little bit. Yeah, the naval combat's just... This is one of the problems with Total War naval combat. They have to sort of try and make it work, but at these stages, it's just so dull. So we're just going to try and speed this up as much as we can. Looks like that ship at the end over there, enemy ship, might be turning. Back to normal speed, please. Try some boarding. We've got more guys, so theoretically, if we're the ones who board, we should have an advantage, hopefully. They're wavering, so I'd like to win this fight to be appreciated. Considering what happened last time. And cannot board a ship that has surrendered. Excellent. Right. Mini Boonie Squadron. Get the hell back over here. Because we're not doing anything to these guys. Alright, full speed. Just really endlessly shoot them with arrows. Just bring everybody over. We'll just have to wait. Apologies, folks. Just everybody bobbing around. Just... So how are we all doing? Like, is anyone still awake at this stage? As we be most dulled by boats. I might just... hold up. Blah. Stuff started happening. They started closing on us. Little boats, flee. Battle speed. You flee, because you got no crew. Shout at them, then battle speed. Just stay the hell away from him. Avoid getting boarded. No, one of my little boats is going to get boarded. Run! Flee as fast as you can, little boat. I think we're actually going to lose little boats and boarding. No! Might as well speed up and get it over with. The little boat has been boarded.
Here they come! Prepare to repel boarders!
Yeah, that's so one-sided, it's not even funny. Hit them with arrows. We shall make them surrender eventually. They're going to board this boat with no guys on it. Oh, they're rooting, actually. Aha! End the battle. No more. No more boats. Oh, God. Okay, no more boat battles until we have cannons. Then things can be interesting. Or until we get those big boats with tons of boarders. Because I think that's going to be a huge thing. Yeah, we lost some boats. Flee! Be gone from my shores. Right, you guys get back to defending the trade fleet. That's fine. It's all good. Right, so, let's see what we got left to do. Actually, you know what? I think we're going to call it there. I think that's a good place for us to finish up for the night. I'm going to keep this campaign saved. Save. There we go. This will specifically be the streaming campaign. I might actually pop into the other campaign at some point. You can see how much better I'm doing there, instead of flailing around being endlessly poor here. I just want to thank everybody for coming to join us tonight. Just that, you know, tomorrow, unfortunately, work. Though, thankfully, I'm only working a couple of days this week, so if people enjoyed this, leave a like, leave some comments, anything you think we can maybe do to improve it, maybe make the game a bit more interesting to watch while streaming. And yeah, so until next time, folks, we're going to call it there. So thank you very much for joining us for some Total War. And just flick over to the title screen just to finish everything off. 2 hours and 30 minutes. I think that's been fine. So, yeah, toodles, folks.